Alright, so right now I'm just trying to kill my lich. So, yep. That's the only thing we're just doing right now is trying to kill my lich. And done. So, there's some of my friends out there who thinks I only play like Warframe 24/7. No, that's not true. I'm alive, but not 24/7. Jesus Christ. I don't play it freaking 12 hours a day. No. I like play it for an hour or two, or even three, if I have nothing else to do. Like, Warframe is a fun game for me. I can find many fun things to do in Warframe. And literally just do that fun thing over and over again. It'll never get boring for me. Kind of like how like YouTubers who literally upload Warframe content. You know, they don't play Warframe 24/7 unless you're talking about one of the other, like, two or five of the Warframe YouTubers I know, like content creators I know. Other than that, other Warframe YouTubers, whatever, they don't play Warframe 24/7. They play it like most of the day, but not 24/7 though, because actually they be on like other games. Literally, I just play Warframe for fun and stuff, and it doesn't even matter if I play it 24/7. I mean, like, if you look at some of my friends, they still be playing Fortnite 24/7. They be playing like all these other games, and they talking about me playing Warframe for 24/7. Like, mind your own business. Jesus Christ. Not really, not really making sense here because you're doing it on a dead game. You know, playing a dead game 24/7. Like, Jesus Christ. I can name like a lot of games I will like play in the future and stuff, and even now as well. I can list those right now. That said, the future first because on my birthday, like, something lit gonna happen on my birthday. And I just hope that I can get these games on my birthday. Like, two games especially. One, my mom had played, and me on the other hand, I played it too. Except for I played the other game, but I'm gonna try out this other game for the first time, and I want to see why my mom loved it. And yes, I'm following the path of my mom gaming history. Like, seriously, I'm not joking. Um, she played Assassin's Creed. She played Watch Dogs. She played mini games. You know, and I'm not trying to say, as her son, I should play those games too, and only those, and continue up if they ever, release new ones. I'm not trying to say that. I'm just I'm just playing these old games and new ones and stuff that related to the old ones that my mom had played because literally, like, if these games was really fun and stuff for my mom, that I want to, play them, and I want to see, why my mom enjoyed it so much. Nothing personal, just I don't think the game sucks or whatnot. I mean, like, I used to think Assassin's Creed games sucked so badly to the point that literally I didn't even think about reviews or nothing. My mom told me to get a shot at it, so I did. Lord Christ. You see me now playing Audacity, Audacity, Origins, Unity. Jesus. And she told me to give a shot at freaking not Assassin, but Watch Dogs. I played it, the Watch Dogs one though. I played it on the Wii U, and jeez, that game was so much fun for me. Like, even though it was really short, like, I remember completing that game in just one day, under at least like under 8 hours, or completing it under like 6 hours and 30 minutes. Like, it wasn't really a long of a game. Kind of like Assassin's Creed Unity. It wasn't really a long of a game either. It was kind of short. Yeah. It was a really long game, man. It wasn't, though. It's just, I'm kind of disappointed that Ubisoft didn't make Unity like a long game, you know, like Audacity and Origins. Honestly, like, you know, I really wanted it to be a long game because there's a lot of stuff they can do with that game. You can travel to different states and countries too. That's the thing. Like, I wish they would have like be like, oh yeah, the full story. You have to, pretty much do the first part and all that, and then like, and add some, and the best, and all I gotta say was the best part about Assassin's Creed Unity was the fact that you get to see, how assassins really react sometimes. Because I remember so many people was like, assassins are like, cold-hearted or whatnot, and I'd be like, no, they'd be cold-blooded. I don't even know. And plus, even though they're cold-blooded, they're still doing their job as assassins. So, but if I had to say one thing though about Ubisoft and Assassin's Creed, let me just say this: where is the actual assassin? I'm not joking. Where is the actual assassin? Cause it's like, it's no joke. It's like this. Let me just, from my point of view of different Assassin's Creed games, let me just say this real quick. All right, and I am not wrong. I know that. Y'all guys, am I wrong or am I right when saying this? First off, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. You play that game and pretty much you become a captain. But you know, you don't really become a really actual like assassin where you just assassinate and take down, you know, you take on contracts and stuff. Kind of like which is Edward Kingway, Arnold Dorian from Assassin's Creed Unity. From his story, you're pretty much like a counselor. Yeah, you take on contracts and stuff, but guess what? You get removed from the Brotherhood. It's like, why, dude? What? And I understand why he got removed from Brotherhood, alright? I understand why. You know. But it's just real stupid to me about original, I mean, not original, Origins and Audacity. First, let's talk about Origins. You do assassinate people in both games, actually. No, I'm going to talk about both games at the same time. You do assassinate people in both games. Alright? You do. And you do take contracts. This time. Finally, you take on contracts. But I'll say like I have to say Origin, I mean I have to say Audacity is more better as an assassin. Like Alexios or Cassandra is a much better assassin than all. Because these two can take on contracts and pretty much just take the contract and assassinate leaders and stuff. Although it is like, you know, Spartans and stuff. Like, here's what I want in an Assassin's Creed game. Like, bring back like the towns and stuff from Assassin's Creed Unity. Bring back, you know, sailing around the whole entire world from Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag, and also Audacity. Bring back the crazy adventures, like the crazy hell you can go through, like Unity. Bring back the grappler from Syndicate. Stuff where like you can use the grappler at only specific time and like only specific points of time. And what the? Why am I in navigation and stuff? And pretty much, what I'm trying to say is I want like an Assassin's Creed game where you can go through towns and stuff, like states and countries, and pretty much you can assassinate people. You can assassinate other assassins. And stuff. Another thing, though, and I'm not only going to talk about Assassin's Creed here. Watch Dogs. The first one was really short. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. The first one was really short. You can do that game. You can complete that game in just under a day. No joke. But pretty much like I hoping I hope when I get Watch Dogs 2, there'll be more features into like the hacking, like the hack abilities and stuff. My favorite thing to do in Watch Dogs was to hijack somebody's vehicle, freaking run off, like drive off with it, and then have the cops come after me. I'd be like, if you don't get me until I fall asleep, y'all y'all lose. Okay, no. I'm sorry for I feel bad for this poor kid in my at this freaking what you call it? Freaking feel bad for this kid at this sleepover, man. I had a sleepover one more time when I used to play the Wii U a lot. And Jesus Christ, man, he would be on the Wii U playing Watch Dogs, and he'd be like, if y'all cops don't, if y'all cops don't freaking catch me until I fall asleep, y'all lose. Me and my cousins was dead laughing. Like, we was like, what? And he was young too, but my man's be driving and stuff, he be trying to drift around corners and stuff. My cousins, okay, they don't know how to really drift as much, okay? They gonna do like regular turns. Me, I'm a drifting fanatic. Like, if you see me in driving games and stuff, if you ever catch me in a driving game, don't expect to catch me regularly. And I say this because if you try to catch me regularly, you're gonna be up for a treat. The way how I drift is beyond many people and even YouTubers that I literally got up against at one point. Need for Speed. Jesus, man. There was a YouTuber. Now, there was a YouTuber who was live streaming with like at least around like 30,000 subscribers or so. But a lot of people was watching, okay? And pretty much I come zooming by him, and he's like, oh, well, try to chase him. He was a cop, and I was literally just freaking, big darn criminal. So, I'm darting and stuff, and he was like hot tail behind me, like he was literally on a mission. And mind you, this also took place on the Wii U. But this dude right behind me, I'm like, God darn. So I'm just freaking picking up speed. I'm trying to. So then he started gaining the speed on me. So I was like, screw it. Like, he was on a highway where literally you just go in a straight line and stuff. So now I'm trying to find out, where can I go? Like, I'm trying to find where I can go. And then it clicks into my head that there was literally turns that I could literally take. So I looked like I was about to go to the left, but I was gonna drift to the right. So that's what I did. I drifted to the right, and this YouTuber, okay, and his live stream, my boy Hands, like, and he had his camera on too. And so, like, yeah, you can see his face, but you can see his hands and stuff. I guess people would say something about like hacking or cheating or whatever, but my man's hands and stuff on the controller, he was struggling because he was trying to drift like I was drifting, and pretty much I won. I threw him off so bad. He did caught up to me at one point of the chase, and then I drift him off of me, and he fell off of the bridge somewhere. I was crying. I was like literally just crying after that. Like, yeah, he was and let me just say this. No, I don't know what thing we're using, but he was streaming on. He wasn't really streaming on the freaking like Wii U. I don't know how to stream on there, but if you can, then jeez. But he wasn't really like streaming on there. Rather than he was now. I don't know if y'all heard about the new system yet. Not new system, but the old system back then. But there's a way on YouTube where you can pretty much live stream on your phone. Like, I think you can still do it now. But I don't know. I gotta find out. But he pretty much had his phone. He pretty much had his phone. Which is, that's part of the reason why he can see his hands and stuff. I thought it was the camera in his phone. But he had his phone up to the TV enough to the point it looked like that he was literally streaming on the game itself and not really, on the phone. But if he was literally that close to the TV, I don't know what it is. I don't know, I don't know if he was blind or not. But you do not have to be that close to the TV. But man, like, I cannot. There's a lot of games I do want to talk about and stuff, but I mean, not really. There's actually a lot of shows I wanted to talk about and stuff. But I want to talk about two things here now, which is Assassin's. I'm gonna go back to Assassin's Creed real quick, which is I'm not gonna really talk about Assassin's Creed for like 20 years here, but I'm gonna talk about one thing that annoys me and a lot of others, like the whole community, is that every time there's a two-part to like an Assassin's Creed series or whatever. They're like connected. The game takes a 180 and pretty much it's like, what is this? This is not Assassin's Creed. My first look on Assassin's Creed was like, oh, well, like, yeah, dude, this is really cool. And I heard that it had a series. So I was like, yeah, like, dude, they should continue this. Which was no, it wasn't Unity, it was actually Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. So I was like, are they gonna make an Assassin's Creed 5, like, not a White Flag, but just, because I knew why it was called Black Flag in the first place, Captain and all, but I was like, are they gonna make Assassin's Creed 5 and 6 and 7? Or maybe like Assassin's Creed something, like Assassin's Creed something, like what? Then I realized when growing up, oh snap, I just realized like, dude, like, they're not really doing a continuation at all. And I know there's a lot of lore behind the Assassin's Creed and stuff, which is for the people who thinks that Assassin's Creed is like the title doesn't really, not really that special. The title of the games, like the whole entire Assassin's Creed game, means something, which is not gonna get into that, but yeah. I'm just waiting for like I'm just waiting for like pretty much the remainder of the Assassin's Creed game to come out. But although I'm waiting for that, I do want these goddamn. I do want Ubisoft to freaking continue. Like, dude, like, please don't throw off into a 180 and just put more lure behind the Assassin's Creed. So, because like, what is most of these goddamn games even supposed to mean? Jesus. Like, here's from my perspective, from what I know from like the games that I pretty much remember, which is 3, Unity and stuff. What is it, 3? Because Black Flag was a long time ago when I played it, so. Let's see here. Okay, so we just do this. So Assassin's Creed Unity, pretty much. There's a lot of shows I actually want to talk about that didn't really do continuation, but here. Let's see here. So, Assassin's Creed Unity, pretty much the main character in that game is Arno Dorian. Arno Dorian is pretty much just lives, and I'm not really going to give up specific stuff here. I'm just going to just do a summary. But Arno Dorian is pretty much like a counselor, assassin, and whatnot. And in the first part of his life, you know, he was pretty much with his dad at a young age. You know, he was with his dad and all. You know, having fun. Then his dad, the two had to go somewhere. So they go to that place, and pretty much Arno was told to sit out in the hallway as his dad goes inside the room. Arno gets pretty much distracted or gets called by this little girl, and pretty much he very much started following and chasing after the girl, pretty much leading to like, you know, the first part of Stealth, where you see these guards. You see this guard, and pretty much he's just there protecting the guardian, not the guardian, the gardening from like other people, and pretty much you gotta run out of it. So then you start going back to the hallway, and your dad is dead. Like, your dad was killed and assassinated. Arno Dorian, throughout his life, wanted to kill the person that assassinated his father. So pretty much he joins the Brotherhood, which he gets kicked out of, which is, I think, is stupid, because here's the reason why he got kicked out of it. Arno Dorian was assassinating people that he wasn't really told to do. Like, he wasn't really told by the people of the Brotherhood to assassinate, the people he assassinated. So they pretty much kicked him out for it. But did he stop? Well, for a little while he did, and stuff. But what made him get back on track was this girl. I think the girl was named Elise, and pretty much Elise, before all of that, um, pretty much Arno Dorian had a chance to kill the assassin that assassinated his father, and pretty much he didn't because he cared about a human life. A human life, okay? Me in that situation, I would care too. And I would literally save Elise. Elise, not being grateful that her life was saved, pretty much just gets mad at Arno. And then just pretty much just like leaves him. Then pretty much comes back afterwards after finding Arno's father clock, which is like a watch, I think, watch or a clock, which opens up to like a picture of him and his father. And that's the only thing he has to remember, and the only thing that is precious to him that his father gave him. So it makes sense. So, and at the end, he do assassinate the guy, and pretty much out of all the people he assassinated, it reveals, the past, and it reveals, who this assassin is. And he fights the assassin with Elise by his side, and Elise kind of sacrificed herself to take down the guy, which the guy before dying, Arnold stabs him with the hidden blade. Then it's a revealing of why he did it and stuff. Then after he dies, pretty much Arnold's go into a state of shock and stuff. But she didn't go and kill people. No, he just pretty much gave Elise a proper burial, like his father. And also not only did the assassin assassinated pretty much his father, but he had people. He pretty much hired people that had a grudge against somebody else and stuff. That was a part of Arnold's life. So, pretty much, I think one of the counselors that Arnold, know and care about, he assassinated one of the counselors and blamed it on Arnold. And pretty much Arnold went to jail, then got out and stuff with this other guy. So yeah, there goes that. Origins, I don't really remember actually. So it's 2. No wonder why. I was like, is it 3 or what? Like, is it 3 or 4 or whatnot? Yeah. Audacity. So I'm gonna do this one like quickly. Pretty much in the assassin, there's two people you could choose from, Cassandra and Alexios. The reason why is because these two was born in the same family. This is a sister and brother, and pretty much, Alexios, you could. Pretty much Alexios I choose, but it doesn't matter because there's no difference in point. Because if you choose a Cassandra or Alexios, it's not really a difference, right? Then you're just playing as a female or male and stuff. And keep in mind, one actual freaking interesting fact here is that Unity, Origins, Audacity, Syndicate, Black Flag, and many other Assassin's Creed games are all simulations. So, keep in mind of that. These are literally simulations because these literally because these play pretty much these stories of these assassins take place in like a while back, and these people who pretty much created a machine that have these people's lives inside of them, and they pretty much play the life of these people. And you mostly see it throughout Unity. Don't know who that was, but alright. But you can mostly see it throughout Unity. So. Where is this? Oh God. Jesus Christ. Man. I got me some food. Return to orbiter. Man, no! God darn it, I gotta. Man. This food is looking good, though. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, I'm not gonna just eat it right now. Guys, I'll be back in a little bit.